we're talking about like how the colonies themselves were established because of capital interests. They were ventures to these like corporations that were established in fucking London, right? It was financiers that funneled money into a pool to fund these ventures out here for either like tobacco or cotton or whatever the case may be. And after a certain point, even like a lot of the colonies failed. Again, back to like your point about like credit and like how that came into play. Like debt has always been a motivation for work for people, like especially like in the age of like capitalism. But like you had this like back and forth, these people that were being sent to colonize this land. A lot of them by choice, but a lot of them, they like, I mean, straight up like enslaved like other white people to send them.
Yeah.
Like you had indentured servants, but you had like
debtors.
They were like homeless people and homeless like children. They would just grab off the streets, throw them niggas in the fucking brig and sent them over to go work. There were like,
so basically like vacancy, like vacancy laws.
There was like arrangements for like women to sail over to the Americas so they can go marry niggas and shit like that. There was a whole bunch of shit like that. And after a certain point, like tobacco specifically, it like depletes the soil after a while. Once you do that enough times, well, you have to go find land elsewhere. So that forces you to push further out west and come up against like these different indigenous tribes that are themselves doing their own thing. They're engaging in the fur trade, they're engaging in tobacco, they're doing this and that, and they may even have relationships with the French or the Dutch or whoever the fuck it may be at that time. And I don't know, you see these confluences of like interests that happen at these different points, and it appears to me that debt itself was the thing that motivated the expansion outward because people needed more commodities that they could send back and forth, and that also lent itself to the ramping up of slavery.